Okay, see, that's what I said. I don't like it. See, I was sitting here for the last 30 seconds waiting for this thing to kick on, so finally kicks on. So, hey, we got little Missy's here sitting here up on the table with me. Yes, you go back down there. And this will be my second attempt at doing this damn video for this particular one because, like I said, I'm using some other software. This is a video creation software that came with the Logitech that's above. This current laptop is my 5-year-old laptop. It's been sitting out of commission, more or less. I've kept it plugged in for the past 3 years since I, quote, retired it for the one that's out front that's dying. Anyway, like I said, I figured out an issue, or figured out a way to solve the problem, and we're getting this other thing up and running hopefully over the holiday weekend. We are coming up on the 4th of July weekend. Anyway, so this is one of the newest Battletech novels or books that I bought when it came out. Like I said, I don't have the luxury of buying everything that comes off the shelf, at least not right away. Sometimes it takes a while to be able to afford it. That's just the way it goes. So when I got Empire Loan, I'd already bought the novel that goes with this, and the novel really gives you an in-depth flavor of the characters and the situation. But if you want an over wide-ranging view of things, you absolutely have to go with the source book. The source books always trump the novels when it comes to being an information source. That's the whole point of the source book. And so in this particular one, we get Alaric Ward, who takes every able-bodied whatever he can get his hands on, strips basically 99% or 94% or 5%, however you want, big chunks of his clan's offensive firepower and chucks them at Terra. And so in the process of racing to Terra, basically abandons the entire Wolf Empire as it sits. Now, if you take into consideration just how many times the Wolf Empire has migrated around the periphery since it arrived, it should not be totally surprising that they have absolutely very little ties to their people and the places that they, quote, inhabit. That's something that a very case lesson to consider when we're talking about Alaric Ward specifically. Just like all clanners, or most clanners, he does not hesitate to basically throw away the majority of his clan, to further the gains of his clan, specifically his personal ambitions to be the ilKhan. So he's managed to do that. He went to Terra, he fought the Republic to their knees, defeated them, and then turned around and then fought the damn Jade Falcons for the ultimate right to be the ilKhan, and defeated the Jade Falcons. So it's not totally surprising that he turned his back on everything behind him, because it's not a problem. The other part of it goes hand in hand with Alaric having some really deep bucket load of hubris. He just assumes that all the clans, now that he's ilKhan, is going to kowtow and bend the knee. Well, we know that's not happening. We already know that for a fact. There's several that won't do that, and several that are hesitant to do that, and several that are famous for sitting on the fence. Meanwhile, what about the home clans? You think the home clans are going to take a knee to any self-claimed ilKhan that they weren't involved in? My money says no. I don't see them coming forward and dealing with that anytime soon, but I can see it being a challenge at some damn point down the road. So what we have is that we have this one individual with a very tiny amount of older, aging out, and young, right out of the damn boot camp, purebloods, a whole lot of not purebloods, and or trueborns, however you want to call it, and trying to keep the Wolf Empire together and intact. And against increasingly noticeable that their neighbors have realized just how weak things are there and are starting to wake up to that fact. They're still hesitant, and you can't blame them. Not really, because if you think about the Free Worlds League and what's left of House Steiner, they're not really a whole lot of positions to go into any major offensives. Although one can make the argument, if there was ever a time to strike at a clan, it was when 95% or more of its damn warrior base has been destroyed or off on some other world somewhere with an obsession. Yes, this would be the greatest time for everybody to gang up on the Wolf's Empire and wipe them out. And so we have a lot of other issues things going on in here too, which is what I said. I read through this thing when I first got it, and then it's been sitting up here for probably 9 months, 8 months. And so I've been meaning to get around to doing the video sooner, and that's my fault. So if I'm running short on information that's in here, my apologies on that. And there goes little Missy again. I take her and I put her on the floor, and she gets right back up in here. But once again, these source books are well worth having. I'm really glad that I have all my originals from way back in the day, because it's just trying to piece together yet another missing piece of the puzzle. This is an excellent source book, and if you're new to the game, these are worth having. If you want to know the what's, the where's, and the why fors, and this is the books to have. The novels are great. The novels tell you some good stories, but they don't give you the bigger picture, and that's where the source books come into play. So, I mean, we have another source book that's pending. I can't remember what the name of it is off the top of my head. I've been keeping an eye on it. I recently bought a couple novels, Battletech novels. They're by by most of your guys' standards are outdated, but I have yet to read them. So I'm still trying to figure out how to get a PDF reader installed on the data pad, so I can read some of the stuff while I'm at work. And we're still working on that. I'm not a techno guy, so that works. That goes against my advantage, however you want to look at it. Anyway, I'm Rick. We're coming up on the 4th of July holiday weekend for 2024. So I hope you all have a great weekend. I hope you guys got some good plans. It's work-wise for me, it's really, really slow this month. It's a famine month, which is fine. I'm lucky to get 32 hours this week. I'm only working 3 days, so there really isn't a whole lot of jobs to do customer-wise. I've caught most everything up from the previous couple months, so we're just in that slow rotation phase. And so I pile them up into Monday through Wednesday. That way I got the weekend off, and another 4-day weekend for me. Anyway, till next time, I'm Rick. Little Missy sitting over here in the corner. You guys have a great weekend.